Right. Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery here at the ATA Show 2020 in Indianapolis. I'm here in the LAS booth and I'm here with Chris B. Chris,
yeah,
you're wearing a different color shirt than we're used to seeing.
Different color shirt.
You announced a little while ago the switch to Mathews.
Yeah.
Give us a rundown of how that was for you and what that means to you.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not one to switch around a lot. You know, I tend to stick and believe in products I shoot and stick with them for a long time in the company and build relationships with companies. And so this was, you know, something I thought about and, you know, really thought about how my personal brand, you know, what these next couple of years should look like. And, you know, I was kind of brought up with the opportunity and I'm really excited. I mean, the Mathews guys, they're really awesome.
They are awesome.
And the way that they've been doing a lot of their marketing of recently, and the guys that are on the marketing team, they really have been winning. I mean, in my eyes, they have been like just dominating the way of current digital marketing, I guess I should say. Like they're with the current of 2020. And to me, that's huge. I mean, like, and I just love to see that because what I am, I'm a digital platform, you know, so working with a company all the time that's in 2020, you know, and with it is huge. And I'm pretty pumped. Like I, you know, we did all the launch stuff and everything and yeah, I'm excited. And I've been shooting them well and actually took it on 2 hunts already. Yeah. So which was awesome. Shot a buck with it already.
They have that proving ground that they do. Mathews Proving Ground. I mean, it's just high-end cinematography. It makes archery and bow hunting cool and it makes you want to be part of it.
They have a good way of connecting with the consumer, you know, at that medium level. And that, you know, other companies do well and Hoyt does it well too, but it just kind of is like maybe a little bit more my style and the direction I kind of want to go, you know? Yes. And when I talk to people and stuff, they're like, yeah, you know, it's a good fit. Like, I think it'll be a good fit.
So speaking of that, tell us about you. I mean, this was a big year for you. You went out, you're, as you mentioned, you're on YouTube. That's where people connect with you a lot. Instagram too. Yeah. Tell us about your season, your fall, how it went and how the traffic is going for you.
So this year we kind of went all out. We were like, all right, let's just go. Like, as much as we possibly can. You know, I mean, we one trip to the next trip to the next trip to the next trip and just meeting people and doing cool things, and it turned out really awesome. I mean, we produced a lot of content and grew a ton, you know, by doing all that.
Right.
Maybe it was a little much, maybe we went too hard for too long, but it was good. Next year we have to figure out if we want to maybe focus on some stuff a little bit longer, because when you do five-day trips, in areas you don't really know. It's not like we're going to outfitters. Like, you know, a lot of these guys are like, roll in and they're like, all right, here's your stand, and you know, they can get it done in 5 days. But a lot of times it's like state land or a buddy's, or we got up through a buddy to a farm. Like, I was just in Iowa and it was through a buddy that got permission, and we just kind of like rolled in. We had a little intel, but you know, it's hard to get it done in 5 days like that. So next year we have to kind of strategize on how we want to do that. Just a learning process too.
And this is, for people who may not have seen it, is that you go on these hunts and then you come back and you put out a, you know,
we
however
flip around
many.
And throw in an episode or two. And it's just to produce content and show, you know, really this year was all about like diversity. We wanted, you know, we went from Iowa to Wyoming to West Virginia to Ohio. Like we wanted to meet with people, and like a lot of these people are like, you know, followers that follow me, and they reach out to me and I would go with them, which was kind of cool. Like I've done that in the past, but kind of did a little bit more this year, and that was really cool. And yeah, I don't know. It was a very intense year, and I had Bryce traveled with me. I had like a camera photo helping along the entire time, so that was extremely different. But it was very cool.
So one thing I wanted to ask you about, one of the new crazes that just seemed to really catch fire this year is hunting from the tree saddle.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at it. I'm a little bit older than you, and I thought, oh, man, I don't think I could do it. But just talk about that and how that works.
So
And especially for you with your camera gear as well.
Yeah. So it's nice. I actually, it is a perfect addition to the toolbox, I like to put it as. Is it going to replace all of my hunting situations? No, because in my eyes, it doesn't make sense. But for all these spots that we don't have set up, or we don't have any intel, we literally, you carry out your tree stands like 6 ounces, and you can throw it in your backpack or whatever. And then we have some sticks that we bring with us, and the sticks is really the only heavy or extensive part. But you get up in the stand, and then you just jump right in the saddle. And me and Bryce are in a saddle, so we're like, we literally just are on opposite sides of the tree. And with that, you don't have quite 360 shooting, you know, because you got someone else. But it's not more any limiting than a tree stand.
Yeah.
And for getting in either far spots or quick spots, then you take it down and go somewhere else. It's like, there's almost no better way to it, you know.
I liked one of the episodes, I forget which one it was, where you were hunting, where you were going out looking for the hottest sign and then just going. Which tree?
Yeah, literally. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, it's kind of like, it's a big gamble doing it that way. But like, the home farm, maybe it would work sense if you wanted to get in something quick, but we put in a lot of time and put up tree stands and stuff like that, you know. But it's a perfect addition, unless you do that type of hunting all the time, if that's all you do. But it's a perfect addition for me in the toolbox. So
hunting season's over. Now we're getting into target season, which is our big relationship with you on the target side. What do you got coming up? What are you going to shoot this year?
So first up, Lancaster. So,
all right.
Yeah. So Lancaster
Archery Classic. Yep.
We'll be there. I have stuff set up, but I really need to start practicing. Let's just put it that way. But I'm really excited, and not only are tournaments starting to come up again, content is going to start shifting. You know, we're going to be doing, you know, it's no more hunting stuff. Like obviously still like shooting and stuff, but we have some cool ideas on how we want to do content, because this year, or let me go back. Last year and years prior, never really was any organization behind it. I would just like upload and post when I wanted to, kind of.
Right.
But now going forward, we're hoping to continue this, you know, multiple upload a week schedule. You know, so now what are we doing? Well, we're shooting archery. We're indoors, so content's going to change, and we're going to get hopefully creative on how we're going to do that. So I'm looking forward to it.
And your indoor season, you got Lancaster, Vegas, and then
Louisville,
NFAA,
and local
USA
stuff.
Archery.
I'll do local stuff. You know, we have some smackdowns and whatever. I try to go shoot those as much as I can.
Outdoor, what are you going to do?
Outdoor, we're going to kick it off with Reading or Arizona Cup.
Okay. USATs, yes.
USATs.
I mean, that's...
So, yeah, USATs is where I grew up. And, like, you know, people know me that have known me forever. I mean, I was 13 years old shooting USATs. Exactly. So I'm definitely, I don't know if I'm going to shoot the whole series or not yet, but definitely hitting USATs and ASAs. I'm going to try to do quite a few ASAs this year. I did, I think, 3 last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a heavy outdoor season for sure. Going to try to get out and shoot a lot.
So you just graduated from college.
Not yet,
last
actually.
year? You're still not graduated.
I
thought you were.
Some credits. No.
No kidding.
No, yeah, I still have some credits.
Tell me about that. Here you are. You're still in college. I thought you just graduated, and yet you've got this whole other thing going on there.
I mean,
how do you balance that?
I wonder sometimes. You know, it's like it's all evolved super naturally, so it's kind of like a progression. It's not like I was like, all right, now we're going to start.
Right.
It's been slow, so it's...
You were making videos when you were a kid.
And so now with all the merch and, you know, working with more people and everything, it's kind of just evolved. So, you know, like expanding, like Bryce is working with me super heavy, helping, you know, create stuff, and that helps. But it also expands at the same time. Like, sure, you take some off, but now it's like, all right. And then it just keeps going. It's like, all right, we'll figure it out.
But this is what you wanted.
I mean, like, this is the ultimate goal.
As you said, it's progressed naturally, but as it's been going on, I mean, we've talked to you for years.
Yeah.
This is what you wanted to do. Build your brand, do your thing, bow hunting and target archery, which that's always great.
Yeah.
Does it surprise you, the recognition, when you go to, like, you'll be at NFA Indoor Nationals, and we were there last year, and you definitely had a following there.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, even here walking around a little bit, you know, the people, the dealers and stuff that come in, you know, you stop and you talk to them and they recognize you, watch your videos. It's cool. Yeah. You know, I've always, you know, appreciated everyone's support, because really that's all it is. it's not like my position is very different than a lot of other people here. I mean, a lot of people here, they're paying to get on TV, and then, you know, people see them. Me, I have to fight my way to get views. If I upload something and it flops, it flops. You know, so it's like, I really appreciate, you know, when stuff catches on, and it's different. It's a different type of appreciation for sure. And, you know, that's why I always like to, you know, I don't think of myself as someone big, you know, because I'm not, you know, I never will be in my head, you know.
Right.
But,
now, I would be remiss if I didn't ask this.
Yeah.
Did you guys really win the Total Archery Challenge truck?
Yeah, so my buddy Travis actually did. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
I saw that video come up. We won the truck, and I was like, no way.
Total Archery is an awesome event. Like, if I love tournaments, but you don't score at Total Archery.
Yeah.
So it's literally, you go, it's like ATA at an archery event. I don't know how else to explain it, because you have all these industry guys there, and like you just go and you shoot and you just have fun.
Right.
Like it's top 3 funnest, like, it's just fun. I don't know how else to say it. You have no pressure. You just go and you have fun, and you shoot 150 yards at some targets at 100 yards, and you know, you're like this, and you're huffing and puffing. And like one course in Park City, it was like 6 miles.
Wow.
And you had to wear boots.
Yeah,
like if you showed up with tennis shoes, you'd be in trouble.
Oh yeah, that's brutal. We did the one in Pennsylvania, and it doesn't have that quite a terrain, but it was on a ski resort.
Right, so there was terrain, and like the one in Michigan, it's on a ski resort also, and we don't have hills, but it's awesome. You know, Sean DeGray, he does some cool stuff out there.
How much do you think you and Travis paid to get into the truck
I think
raffle?
I paid $600.
Is that? It's like 20 bucks a shot.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. So.
But hey, you got a brand new Ford truck, fully loaded with camping gear.
I mean, it's sweet how it all worked out, especially with traveling so much and everything. It was nice. But,
so 2020 and beyond, like, are you sitting down thinking about, okay, this is where I need to go, this is what I need to do? What's on your horizon for Chris B?
I need to. I mean, it's scary to look too far ahead sometimes. I like to, sure, I have these big long-term goals, but honestly, I'm looking like right here. You know, what am I working on right now? And you know, this next month, it's like, really, it's figuring out more B-roll merch stuff. Like, I am actually like behind on some behind the scenes stuff, because it's just like it's me and, you know, some people helping out. Like, it's not.
Well, talk about that. We mentioned, or we just touched on. You have the B-Real merchandise.
So that's taken off too, which is awesome. You know, the support behind that. But
you created your logo there.
Yeah. Had some help creating that logo, and we have hats and T-shirts and everything. So that's the way people can help support the channel and support the brand and everything. Wear the brand. So we launched that a year and a half ago. And as of recent, I mean, these hats really took off, and that's kind of spurred, you know, these past 2 months a lot.
Right.
So it's really cool that's going on. But as we keep growing, we keep expanding, and it's like, all right, we need to work some stuff out now.
Well, let's talk about now, first, while we're on the merchandise, where do people find that?
BeRealMerch.com. So like my last name, BeRealMerch.com.
Gotcha. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now your social media, where are they going to find you mostly? Instagram is like pretty much daily, Chris B Real, and then YouTube is just my name, Chris B. So those are my heavy hitters for sure. Gotcha. YouTube, you have a ton
and
of stuff there.
I need to kick my podcast back up. I haven't been podcasting.
Okay.
But that,
gonna revive that.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of the plan, like lay low during hunting season, just because you're traveling, it's so hard. But you know, now this off season, you know, my goal is to get on a schedule. If that's going to happen or not, I don't know. At least upload a little more.
Does it amaze you to look back at some of those early videos that you did and see 100, 200, 300,000 views on some of these videos?
I think Archery Stereotypes, 600,000.
600,000
on YouTube. On Facebook, it went close to 1 million.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
But
that's like what started. I mean, that was for fun.
Right.
It still is for fun. It's just a little different, but
I think that's what people like about your stuff. Especially people around your age. They look at it and you're having fun. You know, like the guys from Hunting Public. I know you're a big fan of theirs.
Big fan, yeah.
They always look like they're having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's raw, it's real.
It's not serious.
It's not, and like Bryce and I were just talking about this. Hunting season's is a little different. It's a little bit more serious because like you almost have an outcome that you have to make. Because, you know, people like you shooting stuff, you know?
Absolutely.
So it's, like, it's not just a big nature walk.
Yep.
But, you know, there's a little bit more pressure there, you know? And
sure.
It's like, dang, you know, if we don't, you might not shoot anything.
We
you know?
need a deer.
Or you might. And it's hard, like I was saying, where it's like a lot of these spots are, you know, just kind of making it happen. Which is fun. Right. You know, we have fun on it, but there's a little bit more pressure. And tournaments are pressure too, but you can still have fun at tournaments, you know?
How about the feedback?
Yeah.
So you get the comments on your YouTube channel, and obviously there's a ton, it's majority positive, but there's the negative. There's always the naysayers out there criticizing this or that. How do you process that?
I mean, if there is any, it's like I know what I'm doing is fine and right, so I don't really worry about it. But I think because I'm so real about things, I guess, and you know, just kind of like it's not fancy or like production. I don't get a lot of bad feedback.
It's not a ton, no.
Yeah, no. So it's like, I don't know, if you're anything in this space, you can't have thin skin on that type of stuff. So
gotcha.
You know,
you learn to weed
like,
that out.
Yeah, it's just like you don't worry about it. It's just like anything in life. You try not to. If you always fester on the negativity of stuff, you're not gonna grow or prosper or anything. So you always want to look at. Most of the time, the negativity is so small. You know, in anything, you know, and so it's always important to do this. If 23 hours of your day was good and 1 hour is bad, what are you going to focus on, you know?
How about, let's talk a little bit about now, how different was it for you to switch from shooting a Hoyt bow to now shooting a Mathews?
Yeah, so far it's been super easy. I mean, like shooting wise, like performance wise, oh, no issues.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they're different. They feel different.
100% they feel different.
Yeah.
No argument with that. But performance-wise, I mean, I've actually shot the highest scores I've ever shot with the Mathews.
Is that right?
Yeah, actually, legit. Yeah. So like my target or my hunting rig right now, I have a 38 setup and I have a 28 VXR setup. And I mean, my VXR, it's pretty crazy. Like I haven't shot a lot long range because it's cold out. But nah, it shoots. It's by far the quietest bow. I mean, like you can't argue with it. If you run it, you run it on the sound machine, or I don't know what that's called. But it's just like you can't argue it. It's the quiet, and it just goes by shooting it too.
And now VXR, are you shooting the 28 or the 31?
We're shooting the 28 right now.
Okay.
And I have a 31 also. And the 31 definitely shoots more like a target rig. You know, it's smaller, you know, but it has a big riser on it, which makes it super quiet and feels really good. But for tree stands, ground blinds, and for me, like I'm 28.5-inch draw, you know, so like I can shoot both, but I still fit right in that 28-inch axle. And I don't really notice any performances or differences between the 31 and the 28.
Yeah.
So I have to mess with them more, obviously, but I mean, right now I have a 28 set up, and it's awesome. I mean, there's no...
Cool. Yeah. Well, we should also mention that part of your video series, you do unboxings with us.
Yeah, I do.
Where we get these new products, we send it to you.
Yeah.
And you unbox it and just tell people what you think about it.
Yeah.
Put it on. There was one we did with the Shrewd Atlas last year, where you mounted it on your bar and talked about how you set up stabilizers.
The goat
and
release
things like
was
that.
a big fan favorite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goat
release. So we have a lot lined up for all of that, and I'm excited about those because people love those.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, I'm looking forward to those.
Usually, if we do a same video, yours gets way more hits than mine.
Whatever.
That's great though. No problem there. Not a competition.
I'm excited. I'm excited to get those out. And that stuff, that's like non-hunting season stuff that I'm looking forward to. You know, like creating. So.
Awesome. Well, Chris, we certainly appreciate your time today.
Yeah.
We wish you the best with Mathews this year and going forward, and your target season. We'll see you at the Lancaster Archery Classic. We should mention to anybody who's coming out, you'll be part of the meet and greet.
Correct.
Where we allow folks to come in and meet with a bunch of pros, and you'll be there signing autographs, things like that, along with a lot of other archers. So we'll look for you there.
That'll be good.
And folks, if you have any questions about us at Lancaster Archery, you can always visit us at lancasterarchery.com.